Hi, Eric Gibaud, ericgibaud.com, and today I'm going to tell you my 7 photography tips or advice for April 2024. So let's start. First tip. Well, if you use a zoom lens, doesn't really matter, but if you use a prime lens, it's important you calibrate your sight, your view. It doesn't mean you have to go to the optical shop, to the optics, but what is that? We often say that the human vision is like a 50mm full frame, but it's not exactly this, because actually this is if you don't move your eyes. If you move your eyes this way, it's maybe more 35mm. But why do you need to do that? Because two things. Maybe you have several prime lenses in your bag, so when you watch something like this, if you turn your head or you leave it like this, you know which one to pick and to have exactly what you want when framing, okay? You have it directly, but also maybe you don't have several lenses, you just have one. But if you know exactly how your lens is seeing the world, okay, it means you will stand at the right distance from your subject. So you know that when you look at this, oh, this is 28mm. I've got a 28mm on my camera. I stand here, I grab the camera, make the picture, and framing is almost there or completely there, okay? Maybe you need 35mm, maybe 50 or whatever, okay? So it's training to be able to, when you watch something, you see the framing and you know what focal length it is. So basically, there's nothing else to do than training, okay? That's it. Advice number 2. I've noticed that many people, they actually this is not a zoom lens, but imagine it is, okay? They're framing and then they adjust the zoom and they waste a lot of time adjusting the zoom precisely. It's a lot faster to go a bit forward or backward and adjust this way. When it's a very big difference, maybe you have to make a few steps, but let's speak about fine-tuning. For fine-tuning, your adjustment is a lot faster to move this way than touching the zoom, okay? So you miss less pictures because you're ready sooner. So don't forget this. Very often, balancing forward, backward is a lot easier and faster. Advice number 3. I see many people that have their camera here and they're searching for pictures like this, searching what picture they could make or this. Bad news. There are no cameras with pictures already in there. Okay, the only one you can find this way is in a museum, in the shop. They have plastic cameras with some pictures in there of the monument and the painting or whatever as a souvenir, okay? But real camera, you don't have any picture already in the viewfinder. So don't do it this way. You actually watch around you, see what you would like to make a picture of, see the framing, see the composition, see if you have to step to the side, to this, to the left, to the right, step forward, backward, and then you pick your camera and then you confirm the framing, not before. This is why for me it's not crucial to have a really perfect viewfinder, because I don't check through the viewfinder. Why? Well, I check through the viewfinder, but I don't look for pictures through the viewfinder. For me, the viewfinder is simply for confirming my framing and have some data info. So yeah, framing is as I thought, that's fine, or I fine-tune a bit, okay? But pictures, you make them watching without any camera and then you pick the camera. Otherwise you miss a lot of pictures because you don't see what's around. Maybe something is happening there and you're so concentrated in the viewfinder you miss it, okay? So train to do this. You confirm with the viewfinder, but you create with your eyes without any camera. Advice number 4. Most people, when they make a picture, straight away when they check on the screen, they just go to the center. Yeah, whether it's a person, whether it's a church, whether it's a monument, whether it's whatever, okay? When they get home, they look at the picture and say, oh, I cut the fingertip. Or I make a picture of a car and the tires are half cut. And I make a picture of a church and I miss the cross or whatever they have at the top, they miss it. The only way to do that, to not this to happen, is when you make a picture, don't check the center of the monitor. What you have to do is quick sight around the monitor, and if you see anything that crosses the border, then double check what it is. Maybe it's doesn't matter. Maybe it's a finger, maybe it's a part of a shoe, or part of a monument, or whatever. So you can remake the picture straight away. When you go home, it's too late. You have to recreate a missing finger. It's possible, but it's a lot of work, okay? So for me, it's really important when you make a picture, the first thing to check is a quick sight all around your screen to see if anything is crossing and that is something that is cut out and you will miss it after. Okay? Advice number 5. For many of us, it's really hard to have perfect horizontal or perfect vertical, but there are some things that need it. If you make a picture of the sea and you have the horizon, you need to have it flat, really horizontal. If you cannot manage to get it perfect, there are several options. One is to correct in post-production. Second is to activate maybe the level, so you check if it's really leveled, okay? It's also a possibility. And the third one is, if you cannot do anything against your enemy, unite to your enemy, okay? It means put it really sideways, that is not slightly horizontal, it's really this way, so no one will think that it's a mistake. They will feel it's an idea. It's like if you go to the dentist, aside of the pain the dentist may cause you, you often see a painting on the wall and this painting is not really leveled. And I don't have this crazy thing, but still I need to have it straight, okay? So it's important. If you cannot get it straight perfectly and you will not do it in post-production, put it really sideways, okay? Advice number 6. When we go traveling, we're very often absorbed by the subject. It can be a monument or person or whatever, and we really miss out on many other pictures. For example, the Brooklyn Bridge in New York City. Most people walk from Brooklyn toward Manhattan, and they make many pictures, but they forget to look back or sideways, and they miss out many other pictures. So never forget, you make the picture you want, but then turn around, look back, sideways, all this, because very often you will find other great pictures that are there waiting for you, okay? So in life we said never look back, but in photography, yes, look around, look back, look upward, downward, all this. So it's important. Don't forget to check around you, not just the subject you wanted. That's important. Advice number 7. When we make picture of kids, not necessarily of the kids, but for the kids, okay, we often see as adult with our height. It's important that you go down on their level, so when they see the picture, this is actually what they see on a daily basis. They see adults from a meter high, and you're a lot higher. So if you want them to recognize what they're seeing, to feel closer to the picture, it's good to be at their level. Even if you go to Disneyland, for example, or Disney World, make picture of Mickey and all this at their height. So when they see the picture, this is what they saw. And also as a souvenir for later, maybe you've done that, to go to a house you were going when you were a kid, you've never been there yet again. And then as an adult, you go and you get into the kitchen and you don't recognize it. But if you sit on the floor, then all memory come back to your mind. You say, oh yes, oh that's it, because this is the height you were seeing it. So don't forget, when you make these pictures, try to go down to their level, and that will always help to make better memories for them and feel the same way they lived this moment, okay? So it's important. Don't forget, for kids, go to their level, okay? So that's it. These were my 7 tips, photography advice for April 2024. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you liked it, and if you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, the small button down here and also a small bell. If you click on the bell, get notified when I upload a new video. My website, ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. I'll also leave you links of my gear on Amazon, links of everything I reviewed by K&F Concept, Sandmarc, and Flashes by Westcott. More affiliated links, and also a link to my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.